What's up, YouTube? It's Eric, a Lions fan. Thanks for clicking on this video, and welcome to another edition of Saturday Night Beer Reviews. As you guys know, I have the 2019 Founders KBS, as you guys probably could tell by the bottom of the screen, but this is my review of the reviewer. I apologize for the sun here, guys. It's about noontime. I'm going to get into this here just a little bit later into the day, but I kind of wanted to make the first part of the video here right now. I'm going to kind of come up here a little bit so you guys can see me a little bit better. As we know, this comes in at 12.2% alcohol by volume. I'm going to be doing Review the Reviewer from Scene from Draft Therapy. I hope I pronounced his first name correctly. I like his video content on there. If you don't know about Scene's Draft Therapy YouTube channel, I'll go ahead and put it down in the description and let you guys decide whether you guys want to watch his content or possibly subscribe to his content. I do like how he has his content done in the green screen in the background. It's pretty good quality, guys. I gotta admit, I'm digging it quite a bit. So, guys, let's come over here to the computer and get started. All right, guys, I'm sitting here in front of my computer. As you can see, Sean from Draft Therapy right here. I have my 2019 KBS, which he has in front of him. Let's see if our palates compare, shall we?
Hey friend, Sean from Draft Therapy here, and on today's review for you, the most Kentuckiest of all breakfast stouts.
I do like his intro. His intro is pretty neat. And I like his video editing that he does too.
KBS is a 12.2% bourbon barrel-aged coffee chocolate stout from Founders Brewing Company in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Okay, so technically, according to Founders, this is their second barrel-aged release of 2019. Backwoods Bastard was released in January, and it's part of the barrel-aged series, but it's just always out there now, so it feels like it's lost a little bit of its mystique. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still one of my favorites in the series, but because it's available all year round, it doesn't seem as special.
Now, that's where I disagree with him on here. But it doesn't seem as special, but it's such a good beer that you can enjoy it any time that you want, whether it's in the springtime, the summertime, the fall, or the winter. So I do agree with him a little bit where it's lost its special kind of time of year. But again, it's all year round and you get to enjoy it anytime you want.
If that makes any sense. So that's why there's not a video this year for it. But you're here for KBS, which is the barrel-aged version of Founders' own breakfast stout. And this is the 2019 version. So let's take a look at the label for KBS and then get it into a glass. Fun fact, the caves that Founders stores KBS in are about 3 miles from the brewery and 85 feet under the city. So we're going to take a look at the label here. And what we notice is it looks a lot like 2018's version. I compared this side to side between the 18 and the 19 version, and the only difference is on the back, and I'll get to that in a second. So it says, Founders, the amazing Kosmicki's highly acclaimed KBS, a flavored stout, is good for everything a flavored stout ought to be good for. And then underneath that it says, ale brewed with chocolate and coffee aged in oak bourbon barrels. And has the gold, like a goldish, bronzish barrel-aged series logo here on the front. Then on the back is the only difference is on the top of this one it says 2019 release. On last year's it said 2018. I'll put a little side by side so you can see that. And then it says, Founders KBS. What we've got here is an imperial stout brewed with a massive amount of coffee and chocolates, then cave-aged in oak bourbon barrels for an entire year to make sure wonderful bourbon undertones come through in the finish. Makes your taste buds squeal with delight.
Now, I will say his bottle says 2/12/2019. Mine says 2/26/2019. So before it goes away there, I kind of wanted to make that distinction.
And this was bottled on February 12th, 2019, 12.2% alcohol by volume. Right Today is Friday, March 8th. This is KBS Day, the day that this was released. So I went down and picked this up in the Detroit Tap Room. And one other thing I wanted to show you, I'm going to bring out my glass. This is the 2019 Founders KBS glass. It says Founders Brewing on the front. It has some wheat, it looks like. And then on the back, it says KBS. So that's the glass I'm going to use just for reference. This is 2019's version. Or I'm sorry, 2018's version. This is last year's version. I feel like it's a little bit fancier. A little sad. I like 2018's better, but let's go ahead and jump into the beer. So let's crack the cap on this. It's the Gold Founders cap, which all the barrel-aged series stuff so far since I've been drinking it has been gold caps. Gonna crack that open and get a little sniff out of the bottle here.
I'm going to pour mine.
I can kind of already smell some of the bourbon-y kind of scents coming out. Has a nice bourbon scent to it, but it also has a little bit a tiny tinge of like a coffee and a chocolate kind of smell as well. But it's just a good smell overall. Let's get it into a glass.
Now, while he's pouring it here in the glass, I'm going to give my kind of take on it. I am getting the bourbon notes that he says here, but I'm getting more chocolate than I am any kind of coffee notes. Now, again, I got it right out of my refrigerator. It's only been sitting out probably not even 5 minutes here, so mine's extremely cold, and his is probably more up to room temperature here. But as you guys know, I kind of like my bourbon barrel-aged stouts a little cold. That way it's kind of a little bit less on the bourbony note. So, but let's continue.
Wow, that comes out really dark, really thick. Very black, straight out of the bottle. It's got a nice coffee-colored head. As you can see from the overhead, the bubbles are really nice and compact. Some larger bubbles on the top, but the side is almost all completely compact. Let's go ahead and give this a better smell out of the glass here.
I would agree with his assessment so far.
And this is where it opens up. It opens up a little bit more because I'm getting a little bit more, I'm getting a little less of the bourbon and more, a little bit more of the chocolate and the coffee coming through.
I'm only
It's
getting
got
chocolate.
a delicious scent to it. I did this last year. I'm gonna just get a good idea of how cold this is. Ideal temperature for drinking this is between 45 and 55 for most stouts.
Mine is probably closer to about 36.
I'm a little, okay, it's dropping. I'll show you the thermometer here when it settles down. So it's right under 55. It's kind of dropping a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Maybe I can put a close-up of that, a little insert shot. But it's about 53.8 degrees. So just under 55. Should be able to get a lot of really good flavors out of it from that. So I've already taken a nose, so cheers.
Cheers, Sean.
It's got a really nice, thick mouthfeel, not syrupy, borderline syrupy. It's almost syrupy. The first taste that I get is loads of chocolate.
Me too. Me too. So far.
I get this really nice dark chocolate taste up front. The bourbon's in there. It's in there throughout the entire taste. So that chocolate's in there. It's really nice and upfront. That fades a little bit, and the coffee comes through, and then that bourbon's in there as well. The bourbon, there's not much of a bourbon burn. There's not really any burn at all, to be honest. I can taste that it's a little bit higher ABV. It's got a little bit of a tiny bit of a bourbon, undertone to it, but it's not overpowering like some of the other Founders barrel-aged stuff has been. Not necessarily bourbon, but other barrels.
I would say spot on with that too. Mine's about the same way, even at the temperature it's at.
Just really nice, really chocolatey. That chocolate almost immediately gives way. It's not a milk chocolate. It's not a sweet chocolate. It's a really dark, super dark chocolate. Like think of like an 80% cacao kind of chocolate, like that really strong dark chocolate that's not meant to be super sweet. It's not super sweet. It's got a good bitterness to it, a good chocolate bitterness to it, but it's also got a tiny, just a tinge of sweetness. And then you get that coffee mixes in with it really well. And the bourbon just kind of, it's overlaying the whole thing. It's not in your face. It's not too strong. Last year, I feel like I got a little bit more of the kind of oak barrel taste out of it. I'm kind of attributed that to a little bit more of a vanilla taste. This doesn't have a whole lot of, it doesn't have any vanilla taste to be, just to be put that out there. It doesn't have a whole super, like a high oak taste as well. Oak taste either, but it's just a really nice, dark chocolate. If you're a dark chocolate lover, you will love this. And then on the finish, you get the dark chocolate gives way a little bit to the coffee. You get that bourbon kind of note on the top. And then on the tail end, that's where you get a little bit more of the chocolate and a little bit, and that's where the coffee really kicks in, is on the swallow. And then the aftertaste is this really strong dark chocolate, almost like a powdery dark cocoa kind of taste. If you've ever made, got Nestle, cocoa mix or whatever, that really dark chocolate taste is what you get out of the finish on this.
Now on my finish, I'm kind of getting a little bit of the coffee here as well as he talks to, but right now we're pretty much spot on right now. I mean, what he said so far is just with a little bit of different nuances for me, because everyone's palate's going to be just a little bit different, but he's pretty much nailed this one for me.
I am Yeah, I'm really, really happy with it this year. I was almost thinking that maybe it wouldn't live up to the hype, but it is good again. But again, this seems like it's a little bit more on the dark chocolate end. If you're not a big dark chocolate fan, this might turn you off. But if you like dark chocolate, which if you like stouts, you probably are a pretty big dark chocolate fan, this will hit the spot because the coffee's in there. It's on more on the finish and a little bit on the swallow on the beginning. But this is almost dark chocolate through and through with just a nice kind of layer of bourbon barrel aging in there as well, just to give you the total package. It's just all wrapped up and got a nice, pretty chocolate dark bow on it. All right, friends, that has been KBS from Founders Brewing Company, the second in the Bourbon Barrel Age series for 2019. Have you been able to get your mitts on KBS this year yet? What did you think? Would you like to see a vertical against 2018? Because I've got a bunch of 2018 sitting around, and I'm sure that I think I can work something out with the owner. A vertical might be possible. Let me know in the comments down below. And while you're down there, if you like Michigan beer, you might want to subscribe and click that bell because I'm here talking about Michigan beer twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays, sometimes Fridays for special releases, and it's all for free for viewers just like you. You can also find links to a variety of different things in the Draft Therapy universe in the description below this video. So until next time, I'm Sean from Draft Therapy. Thanks for stopping by, and remember, drink craft beer, support your local breweries wherever they are, and most importantly, don't forget to treat yourself to a little Draft Therapy. Thanks for watching. Cheers.
Sean from Draft Therapy is one of my favorite beer tubers, just because he's so thorough in his reviews, in the production quality that he has, the editing that he does. Spot on, dude. Spot on. I mean, I really can't. Much better than anything I could do on here. You've got it going on, dude. I'm just go ahead and put it that way. Again, same thing like with the other time that I did review the reviewer. Pretty much spot on. There's a couple different little nuances on here. Like I said, I'm getting kind of more of the coffee on the swallow than what he was getting, but that's why palates are different. But other than that, it was pretty much spot on, guys. Pretty much spot on. Now, seeing is all kind of over into the Detroit area, I believe. I think he lives on the east side of the state while I'm kind of in the central part, right around the kind of the capital of Michigan area here. But it doesn't matter, guys. Good beer is actually good beer here. I'm enjoying this KBS. I can't remember if I put a review up yet or not on this one, but I kind of wanted to do a kind of another kind of review like this since it's got pretty much a good reaction the last time I did it. But guys, I'm digging this one quite a bit. Sean and me are spot on pretty much throughout the whole entire video. There's a couple different nuances. Mine's a little bit cooler than what he had his at, and I'm kind of getting more of a coffee note than what he was. And it could be because mine was much colder than his too. But it was pretty much of a spot on review. So I'm digging this 2019 KBS. But guys, a big shout out goes out to Sean from Draft Therapy. Guys, if you want to go ahead and check out his channel, I'll go ahead and put it down in the description. His video quality is much better than mine. Pretty much everything he does in his videos is going to be much better than mine. I just throw this camera up here, hit record, and do it. It's just very good here, guys. So go ahead and give Sean from Draft Therapy a look at here. Guys, let me know what you guys think if you had the KBS 2019. Please go ahead and put it down in the comments. Please consider hitting that subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell notification so you guys get more videos just like this one. And guys, if you had too much to drink, please get a designated driver. You guys should know my spiel by now. But if not, I'm going to say it one more time. Guys, please do not drive home drunk, because if you do, you're going to get pulled over by the cops. They're going to make you do the stupid-ass sobriety test. Then you get a free ride to jail, then court fees, and then possible prison time. And then if you hit or kill somebody, guys know you're going to be in the slammer for a while. And if you kill yourself, all you've done is hurt your family and friends and put yourself 6 feet under. Just sleep off your buzz, get your car the next day, get an Uber, a taxi, a Lyft. Have someone at the bar get you a call for a ride. Because in this day and age, guys, it's zero tolerance out there pretty much. And you're going to have thousands upon thousands of dollars in court costs if you get caught, all right, guys? Just please don't do it. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed Review the Reviewer. Come back next time when I pull another beer out of the fridge over here, and we'll see what it does. We may do another review of the reviewer if this one gets another good reaction, kind of like what the last one did. All right, guys, thanks, Sean, for letting me do your video. And, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hope to see you guys again soon. Take care, guys.